My boyfriend told me I had two choices: marry him and keep the life he built for me, or walk away and lose everything, including him. I was 22 when Damien swept into my life like a hurricane. I'd been working at a coffee shop, living in a studio apartment with a leaky faucet, and neighbors who fought at 3 a.m. He was 31, owned a successful tech startup, and drove a car that cost more than my entire existence. Our first date lasted 8 hours. He listened to my dreams of becoming a photographer, nodded at all the right moments, and promised he'd help me achieve them. Within 3 months, I'd moved into his penthouse. Within 6, I'd quit my job because he insisted I should focus on my art. He bought me a professional camera, converted his spare room into a studio, and booked me sessions with industry mentors. I thought I'd won the lottery. The control started subtly. He suggested I delete Instagram because other men were commenting on my photos. He didn't like my best friend Vanessa, said she was jealous of our relationship. When I visited my parents, he'd call every hour to check in. I told myself he just loved me deeply. By year 2, I'd lost contact with everyone, except him. My photography had become what he approved of: corporate headshots and product photos for his business associates. The artistic portraits I loved were too provocative, he said, too personal, too much of myself exposed to strangers. One night, I found pregnancy pamphlets hidden in his desk drawer. When I confronted him, he smiled. "We're ready for the next step. You'll be an amazing mother." I wasn't on birth control anymore. He'd convinced me to stop 6 months earlier, claiming the hormones were making me moody. I realized he'd been planning this without my consent. That's when he delivered his ultimatum. We were at dinner, his mother's engagement ring already in his pocket. "You can marry me and have the family we've built together," he said calmly, "or you can leave with nothing. The camera's mine, the contacts are mine, the life you've been living, all mine." I looked around at the expensive restaurant, at the designer dress I wore, at the version of myself I'd become, someone smaller, quieter, owned. "I choose nothing," I said, his face twisted. "You'll regret this. You're unemployed with no references, you have no friends left, your parents barely know you anymore." He was right about all of it, but I stood up anyway. I moved back into my parents' house at 24, sleeping in my childhood bedroom. I worked at a grocery store while rebuilding my life from scratch. Vanessa answered my tearful apology call on the first ring. I bought a used camera for $200 and started photographing real things again: weathered hands, abandoned buildings, my mother's garden. 2 years later, one of my photos won a regional competition. The prize included a gallery showing. Damien showed up on opening night, looking older and tired. His startup had failed. His new girlfriend had left him. He wanted to know if we could try again. I looked at him standing beneath my self-portrait titled "Reclaimed," a photo of me emerging from shadow into light. "I already have everything," I said. As he walked away, a curator approached, interested in commissioning a series. My parents stood nearby, pride radiating from their faces. Vanessa raised her champagne glass in my direction. I'd chosen nothing, and somehow ended up with everything that mattered.